Hello, CISA2 colleagues. This is Frank here, and I wanted to go over some of the Zoom settings for recording. As Mike had indicated, Zoom is being a little greedy, and we no longer have a statewide contract with them, and so that's going to limit our cloud recording. And so if you go to zoom.us and you log in with your Google account or log in with your CISA2 account, here I am here logged in with my CISA2 account. If you go to recordings, it's just going to show you copies of it where you can share out. And the nice thing about the cloud recording is that you can share out a link, and you can have a passcode on there, and you can change the settings and have an expiration date. But I'm going to show you another way you can record, save your own to the cloud, and that would be to use local recordings. And here's some copy of my local recordings. And if you go down to settings here, this is where you can come over here to your recording settings. And some of you may not even realize that you have the cloud recording setting enabled here, and so you may want to turn that off. There are way more features in the premium version that the cloud recording can do, and you can check these off or use them as you like. If you really need a cloud recording, then I would suggest maybe and you need some of these advanced features and settings, then maybe you need that cloud recording. But if you don't, you can turn that off, and then you can just rely on the local recording. Now, there is another place for settings, and that is if you log into the actual app that's been downloaded onto your computer, and then you come over here. Once you're logged into this as well, the app on your computer, you can come over here to settings, and then you see here that there's recording settings here. And this is where I wanted to show you that if you actually have it recorded, you can actually pick your folder that you want it saved in. So you can click here, choose a new location. Let's say you want it to go to your documents folder, and maybe you want a new folder in there, and you can just call it Zoom recordings. And then when you're done with your Zoom meeting, it will automatically put that in there. So now I can see here that it is kind of the Zoom recordings is kind of blocked right there, but yes, that is where it's going. And then I can add some features there. I may want a timestamp. I may want to optimize it if I'm going to put it in. I'm going to edit that. I may want to ask me every time that I'm done with my meeting where it's going to go. So those are some settings. You may want to look at those as well. And then I am going to X out of that. Now, let's say I'm in a meeting here, and I'm in my meeting. Hello. Whoa. Okay. And I end it. And now, well, let's kind of let's hit record here, and I'm going to record without audio, blah blah blah. I'm recording, and see here it's recording, and then I end my meeting, and then you're going to see here it's going to convert that meeting recording and save it in that file. Now, here's the downside. If you have a long meeting, it's going to take a while to process that video, and you're going to see here that it's going to have an MP4 file, and that's the big one right there, the megabytes. That's the real one. This one may not have audio. It may not kind of be split. So you may want to make sure and double check that this is the one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, and I am going to, let's minimize this, I'm going to drop this into my drive. So now it's in the cloud. So I'm going to grab this, put it in my Google Drive, and now I can share that out. And I can share it out with people. I can share this with Beth, let's say, and I'm going to share it. And let's say I put Beth here, and then I can add an expiration date on that. If it's copyrighted material, I can do that. If I have a group of people, let's say I have an email contact group, the consultants, I can share it with all the consultants at once and add expiration date to that as well. So there you have it. It's very similar, but it's just maybe a couple extra steps, and maybe you have to wait a while. Don't turn down your computer. Don't turn off your computer while that video is processing after your Zoom meeting. But that is a nice way that you can save storage space in Zoom on the cloud recordings and just use your Google Drive to store your videos. Now, there is another way. I'm not going to share it in this video, but if you have the Google for Desktop app, then you would have a folder here that's Google. It's your Drive for Desktop, and I could have my folder in my Zoom recordings folder. Let's say I had a folder here that said Zoom recordings, and I had this folder here, and then I could, if I got the Google Drive app, then when I'm in my Zoom settings here, I would see that folder on here. So I can go to recordings, and then I would choose a new location, and then my Google Drive would be a desktop app synced automatically. And if I chose that folder, then those files would automatically be synced to my Google Drive in the background. So another way to do it as well. So hope that helps. If you have any questions, or you want me to walk you through any of these steps, or you want to get the Google Drive desktop app, I'd be more than happy to show you how to do that. Just reach out anytime. Have a great day and stay warm.